Hey, how's everybody doing today? Doing well, thank you for asking. Body Beat down here on this Thursday morning. Gonna get my little walkie walk done today. And we might do a little talkie talk. So it's a nice cloudy day. As you can see, the temperature's right this second, and the humidity feel pretty good. Very happy right this second. Whew. So, yesterday's workout, very happy with it. Again, as I like to mention, no, I didn't break any records. I didn't do anything new per se. Per se? Is that French? But I went heavy, and I made myself proud. And plus I did some close grip pressing for the triceps. Haven't done that in a long time. I've lost a lot of strength there, and that's going to go hand in hand with your bench press. So I can tell I've lost a lot of strength. I used to really go heavy and train a lot of that. So, and also I did Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Wednesday was also my third day doing some squats. Man, it feels good right now. Oh my gosh. Holy crap, I'm so happy. But it won't last. Anyway. So, happy with yesterday. So today, as you know, it's more of a cardiotastic day. Or is it? Actually, it's not, because I'm doing squats again. As you know, I'm doing them all week. So I'm doing squats again today. And I'm going to do biceps. So we're doing two things with weights today. And we're going to do our little walkie-talkie here. And I've already spun on the bike earlier this morning, since I woke up super early. Not super early as in 1 o'clock in the morning, but super early as in I was awake easily by 4. And so went ahead and got that done. Had some coffee first, then got my spin done. So anyway, just getting past some people there. So today we're going to get our walk done. I have wrote down that I'm going to do some Tae Bo, everyone's favorite video series that they like to watch of mine. Gets millions of views. Not really. It should get millions of views. Maybe billions of views. But it don't. It's okay, I forgive you. I know everybody likes to see the lifting. So, let's have a little fun with this walk and talk. And we'll talk about something goofy I did as a young lad. A youngster. So, like a lot of boys in the 80s, I was into martial arts, ninjas, all that stuff. Got the magazines, watched TV shows, watched movies, all that stuff. So I was into the whole ninja scene. I was not a very good ninja, but I was into it. I had the suit, I had the boots, little toed boots. I had the whole get up. I had a bunch of throwing stars or shurikens or whatever you want to say the proper word is. I don't remember. I had throwing knives, a set of those. I even made myself some powder stuff. I got some powder. I didn't make the powder, but I got powder and put in a little pouch, that you could throw in people's face. Oh. I had the wooden sword, whatever those are called. I forgot the proper name of those. It's been a minute. I had climbing claws, only for the hands. I didn't get the ones for the feet for some reason, so I never was able to climb with them. Not that they would have worked anyway, but yeah, I was decked out. I was a little white ninja boy running around, flipping around in the yards, everybody passing by watching me. My sister used to say, yeah, my so-and-so seen someone out in your grandma's yard flipping around and dressed as a ninja, and she would always be like, ugh, that's my brother. So anyway, yeah, I had a bunch of stars. Keep in mind, I'm a young lad. I'm young. And a stupid kid. And I was blonde. Am I still blonde? I don't know. Probably not. But I act like it sometimes. But I was a little blonde-headed boy. You know what they say about blondes. Yeah, we'd like to have more fun. Being ninjas. But anyway, I was so stupid. And I'm very thankful that I had a very understanding mom and grandma and all that. And believe me, I got my share of whoopings from my mom. Believe me. But somehow she kept from killing me. I don't know how, because I did some stupid things. One of those stupid things was my wall had posters all over my walls. I was a kid of the 80s. I had posters top to bottom, front to back, inside and out. And I had my throwing stars, and I was in my room throwing my throwing stars into my posters. You know where this is going. I'm talking about, it looked like someone came in there with, it looked like an army of ninjas came in there and just attacked my room. I had thousands of star holes all in my walls, but I didn't know that. I was throwing the stars into the posters, guys. Throwing the stars into the posters. They're going to stop. There's nothing, that's safe. It's cool. It's not doing anything. Because I'm throwing the stars into the posters. Oh, Mike. So, not only did I do that, what are you doing? What are you doing? You should probably be on a leash or something. You too. So, anyway, I was at my grandma's, and my grandma lived with, I guess she was a cousin, and they lived together, and of course my grandma kind of took care of her. So anyway, I don't know why I told you that, but that's what I told you. So I had my little stars there as well. And out in their porch area, nice big covered porch area in the front of the house. I'm sitting there just throwing stars into the walls, into the utility door. The utility door's basically just getting shredded. I got thousands of star holes all in the porch walls and the door. Oh, what an idiot. I did stuff like that. So, thankfully, my mom didn't strangle me or my grandma. Just stupid kid stuff where you just aren't thinking, But we still do that kind of stuff even as adults. We do things. We say things. Sometimes we just don't think ahead. Really what we're doing. We're not really thinking. We're just saying and doing. So my mom died in 2016. In March 2016. And my bedroom walls still had all them star holes in them. My old bedroom walls still had all them star holes all over them. The posters didn't stop them, guys. Now I'm sure there's some kind of a little story, some kind of a little learning lesson here that we can throw in with this story. Kind of one of those stories that you could, I don't know. Anyway, lessons, life stories. You know what I'm saying. Sure, there's something along the way that we can get from this. One of it is, don't give me throwing stars. And on a side note, don't give me any powder. Because I also threw some of that powder in my sister's boyfriend's face. That's right, guys. Of course, like I said, my grandma lived with our cousin, and my grandma pretty much just lived in her bedroom and stayed in there when she wasn't, doing some housework or cleaning or helping our cousin taking care of her. She pretty much just lived in her bedroom. So I remember my grandma and I were in our bedroom, probably watching some wrestling. I don't know, or cartoons or something. I was watching something. And my sister, I heard some people come in. And they opened up my grandma's bedroom door. And my sister's boyfriend walked in, and I went, poof, pew, with my powder. I went right in his face. And he has glasses on, so you know where this is going. So he took off his glasses, and of course, we got the little ring around the eyes there. He probably wanted to punch me right in the face. I'm glad he didn't, though. We were all friends. I was friends with their family, good friends. Matter of fact, I stayed at their house for a whole month one summer. Great people. Lots of good times. They also owned the arcade at the time in that town that's only like 10 minutes from here. It's where we grew up, and then we moved just a few minutes down the road. But anyway. So, that's not the end of my ninja antics, guys. That's not the end of it. my cousin, the lady that my grandma lived with, she was in a wheelchair. She was in a wheelchair, guys. She looked 150 back then, but she wasn't. But she looked, anyway, she was an old woman. And she might have already lost her leg at the time, or both her legs. I don't remember what it was. But anyway, she was in a wheelchair. And I had what I called my little ninja tacks. You know where it's going. Oh, Mike. You mean son of a gun. So, she's rolling around the floor in her wheelchair, and I put my little ninja tacks out on the floor. And one of them gets stuck in her wheelchair. It's like they were like 3 or 4 prong little rivets or some kind of whatever. I took them out of old toy chest. You know, it's little metal things that you would hammer like around, you know, furniture or something like that. And they had like 3 or 4 prongs. So I popped them out, and those were my little ninja. Hello, cat. You scared the pee out of me. What are you doing? What are you doing? What are you doing? Are you Ninja Cat? Well, I gotta walk. So, anyhow, back to the story. So, anyway, I threw those on the floor, and she rode over them. She got at least one of them stuck in her little wheelchair tire. And they had kind of a little, you know, a little bow, a little cup on the part that you would have hit, maybe nailed into the wood. They had kind of a little bow, or a kind of rounded off. Anyway. And it made her go in circles because she was stuck on it, and her wheel wouldn't roll, and so she was just kind of doing circles in one spot. And so anyway, I eventually got it popped out of her tire. And it was like the hard rubber tires that don't go flat, they're just hard rubber. So no harm, no foul. And I remember telling, you know, other people in my family the story, and it got around. I guess my brother's friend at the time, Kenny, who was also really, really good on the drums and was in little bands and stuff. I did a video dedicated to him quite some time back. Quiet Riot, Bang Your Head. And anyway, he had a great sense of humor. He was crazy fun, awesome dude. His laugh, I remember him, you know, his laugh would just crack you up because he had such a funny laugh. He would just get so tickled. But anyway, and he passed just a few years back as well, unfortunately. Really, really a great guy. Super great guy. Great drummer. And anyway, he was told that story, and that man brought that story up for 30 years. Online, if we ever seen him, you know, which we didn't really get to see him much after, you know, say the 90s, or we didn't really see him too often after, say, the early 90s. You know, he was my brother's friend, and they lived off in Nashville and Murfreesboro and, you know, Antioch and Smyrna and places like that out in that area. But anytime that he would talk to my brother or something, he would bring that up. And my brother said he would just laugh and just get so tickled over that. That's something he never forgot. And I believe that he probably took his final breath thinking of me and my little ninja antics. And that makes me happy. That something so silly I did as a little kid could bring someone that much joy, that much laughter. And I was just one of them kids. Always doing something. Got in my share of trouble. I wasn't a horrible kid. I just, like that, those things, you do stupid things. I call that being a normal kid. And by normal kid, my first year in 7th grade, I skipped 46 days. Yeah, that's a little above normal. Needless to say, I was in 7th grade longer than most people were ever been in high school. Or I was in 7th grade a few times. That's just where I started losing it. So anyway, that's just one little cluster of silly stories revolving around my ninja antics. Still to this day, I think of all that, and I think how much fun I had. And if you were a kid back then, and I'm sure some people still today love it. And it was one of those magical times where martial arts and the whole ninja thing was like taking over Hollywood. And it was just a really cool time. So anywho, guys, that's my little story for today for you. So it has warmed up now. Sun's busting through. Clouds are breaking up. So the nice little cool spot we had there for a minute, I knew wasn't going to last. But luckily I'm not too far from home. So anyway, guys, hope you've enjoyed the channel. Hope you enjoy what I bring to you, my personality, my realness, yeah, anyway, I guess there's more I could add to that, but I guess I won't. Having conversations with people, trying to connect. A lot of times, a lot of these channels, and nothing against them, I love them. There's a lot of channels that I'm subscribed to that do this, where they mostly just pop on the camera, shoot a lift, turn the camera off, and that's it. I made this channel to connect with people, to be more of a channel, something you could go to and connect. So anyway, guys, hope you enjoy. Stick around for more videos today. Like, share, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff. To the Body Beat Down. That's me, Michael, your ninja host on this Thursday. Don't forget, guys, get up, get out, get rad, do it to it, and we'll see you next time on the Body Beat Down. Better watch out for me. I might be right behind you, you not even know it.
Get up, get out, get rad, and do it to it!